Hey, what's going on? I just wanted to give you a quick update on this Google Maps suspension stuff. So I put out a video maybe a month ago talking about how, as we've been getting our helping our customers get established on Google Maps, get their listings live, we've been running into these issues where Google is suspending these listings as soon as we get them verified. And when we go through the normal routine of fixing this, which is contacting Google support and stuff like that, we've been hitting new barriers. These are barriers that weren't there before, and these barriers are automation. So before, we were able to contact Google support, we'd get an email back in a few days, and we'd be dealing with a person, and that person would not always be the easiest to work with, but they would eventually let us get the listing unsuspended. And I should mention, all these listings are legit. These are actual companies that already exist that have a lot of evidence to back that up. So if you're trying to create fake listings, this isn't really going to help you. But what we found is we started running into automation. It was obvious we weren't talking to anybody. It was robots basically telling us your listing doesn't follow guidelines, even though we know it does. We checked every line of the Google terms and conditions. Everything's legit. Part of the process is uploading evidence that your business exists. It could be like mail that you receive at that address, business name registration. Sometimes they ask for pictures and video of your office, things like that. So we would submit all that stuff, and we'd get automatic responses like your listing does not follow Google's terms and conditions or guidelines, and so this listing is not going to be active. And we went through that for a couple months, and man, we tried all sorts of things, trying to just make it as clear as day that these listings are legit, these businesses are legit. And it didn't really make sense why Google wouldn't be allowing us to do it. And so we're trying to figure out what to do and share it with you. And the update is that a lot of the listings we've been working on are not suspended anymore. And it just kind of happened overnight randomly. We would check them and they would be live. No word from Google support, no nothing. And so essentially we haven't learned a whole lot. But what I think is happening is Google's been really short-staffed with all the things that have been going on for the last couple of years. And so they've had to resort to using automations that don't really work that well. Meaning you're talking to computers and those computers aren't very helpful. I'm sure you've experienced that kind of thing before. So my recommendation to you, if you're still struggling with this Google listing thing, is to just persevere, keep trying, keep emailing them, make your listing as good as you can, as legit as possible. Use your actual business name, your phone number, your address. Try to match whatever's on your website or elsewhere online, because the way that Google verifies this stuff is they look everywhere else online, and if they see your company with 8 different phone numbers and 4 different addresses, it's not going to look very good for your case. So you want everything to line up so that, just pretend like you were doing a background check on your company. Does everything check out? And just do the best you can. Make sure you upload photos. Make your listing as good as possible, even though it's not live yet. And just keep emailing Google. Right now, it seems like that's all you can do, and eventually your listing will hopefully become live. If you try this stuff and you're still struggling with it, feel free to reach out. Maybe there's something we can do to help. If so, we'll try to help you out. So thanks for watching. Good luck with your listening.